own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been. Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
59, ready, 280. 54, right, 54. All day, dog.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they try to shuffle pass it. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his crew will take... over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Mike's 45. It's a party now. It's a party now. Two. 5.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 35 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
11. Drop deep. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. Mike, 54. 6-man.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. It's caught, Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Ryan now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Hey, Steve 6. Watch the screen. Ready to go.
Ryan will throw again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Ito Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
51, Sam! Right there. 54, right there.
And that, he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jahan, what are you? Hey, receiver. You better bring it. Hey, Charlie. Right now, you better bring it. Mike spot 9. Hey, pick your game up. 59.
On 3rd down, Cousins going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the 44, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
7-7.
Ryan now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go. 51, South. Hey, South. Go now. Got it. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. You.
To throw again, Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big... Loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, Delta. Line 54. Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now it's Ryan. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you just...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
20. Check 31. Check 5.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. They'll get the first-rounder Caleb McGarry there. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, block who? Mike by 4. Check. Hey, watch that. Check. He's got it.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Hey, Haywood! Watch 84. Mike's 4-2. Yeah.
Cousins on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 59, Mike, listen to me. 59. He's time.
Throwing, Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check. Good routes here. Go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Slam. Check 26.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Zebra. Exit. Hey, Duke. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Hey.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Cousins from the gun on third. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Easy.
Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Smith, incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Sharon Peak, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Check, 42's the mark. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down now, it's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. 42, Mike, 42. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Cousins to throw it. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, watch the ball. 22. Hey, Alpha.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
First down, Atlanta.
Ready. Mike 54. Pick it up. Wait.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On the ground, this is Smith. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
To throw is Ryan. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, he's going to look, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Good job. Good job, homie. Bound to lose one.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
First. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Bravo. Not today. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Cousins going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Smooth. Jay, right. Base. Motion. Hey, free play.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards on the play, first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10.
20. Kill. Turn it. Switch. Check. Hey, express. Crunch. Check. X3. 218. Chop it.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes in. The question, having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Smith. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Back 25. Mike spot 4. I'm coming after you.
A 1st down carry for Smith. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, high 7. Check, 59. Check.
To throw, Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Off the play fake, Cousins. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
54.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Cousins now. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Ready, back 25. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, get up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And partner, I must say, good to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen,